You are about to see how much Christian nationalists despise women, and you are about to realize that that hatred stems from fear. You're also going to come face to face with their hypocrisy. Watch this video, then we'll talk about it.
She was a DEI hire?
100%. She was a DEI hire.
That was Republican Congressman Tim Burchett, interviewed on his thoughts about Vice President Kamala Harris. What we know about men like Burchett and Trump and Vance and the men behind Trump's Project 2025 is that they know that Christian patriarchy has suffocated the rights of women for so long, but not just women, the historically oppressed, because these patriarchal structures, whether it's in church, the government, the family, relies on a system of oppression. That's the only thing that ensures that the white Christian man remain in power. What we saw in 2015 and 2016 with Hillary's run for president is just a foretelling of how unhinged this is about to be. They're going to stop at nothing, and they've already started with the implication that Vice President Kamala Harris slept her way to the top, even though her credentials are more solid than that of Trump. And Vance is just a YT supremacist propped up by people like Peter Thiel and Leonard Leo. And then they said that she was a DEI hire. This is where we find the hypocrisy, because let's talk about J.D. Vance's wife. You know, the J.D. Vance's wife, who's the daughter of immigrants. And she is a woman of color, who graduated law school, who spent a year clerking for Brett Kavanaugh, who was an active trial lawyer who just resigned when her husband was nominated for VP. Next, you have the interview that J.D. Vance did with Tucker Carlson, where he said the Democratic Party was run by childless cat ladies. That video is making its rounds again. But women supporting the Christian Nationalists, this is your party. You all better scramble up that patriarchal structure as fast as you can to get as close to those who will protect you, because no one else will be safe. J.D. Vance spews Trump's Project 2025 in support of a national abortion ban, making it impossible for women to get divorces even if it's an abusive marriage, making it extremely challenging for women to work outside the home so that they rely on their husbands for well-being, even though J.D. Vance's wife is a successful trial lawyer. Don't forget that Project 2025 wants to eliminate IVF altogether and control how contraception will be distributed. People are becoming extremely aware of how toxic patriarchal structures are. They're exhausting. They're suffocating. Once people realize that, they are no longer sustainable. This is why I devoted an entire chapter about patriarchy in my book. Why I also devoted an entire chapter about the divine feminine rising, because that is what's happening. This is less to do about gender and more about the suffocation of compassion, justice. If those words terrify you, then you are part of the problem. You have been indoctrinated to believe that the divine feminine doesn't exist, and it does. I will go more into that later. But for today, watch the Christian Nationalist playbook, because they're going to attack this amazing woman in so many horrific ways, and then pretend that they are the party of the family. They are the ones that will protect women and children. Stay awake. Use your voice. Vote, and don't give up hope.